Hello, everyone. Good evening. So today we're going to have some fun. We're doing kind of 4 projects, part 3 of one project, and you get 4 different things. There will be more also. I think I need to show you how to make your own signs in maybe a design space class at some point, so you can personalize one, because I was going to make one for anniversary countdown only because I think husbands need that so they know their anniversary is coming up. But I thought it'd be so cool to put names
I'm
and
sure
like
the
a
guys
date.
aren't the only ones that forget.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
But put names and dates personalized for your wedding, like the year, not the date, but the year. And then the countdown calendar. I think that'd be neat. You want to hand me the calendar so they know what I'm talking about. So if you missed some of my other videos, or if you're new, make sure you subscribed on YouTube. So we're live on YouTube and Facebook, in my Cricut Design Space Facebook group and on my personal Facebook group. And so here's what we made before. That is a Christmas one.
This is the first time I've seen this, so.
Really?
Yeah.
It has a little sleigh back here. We also made one with a tree, but I didn't actually cut it out, but it's in the same file with it. But what I did is I put this little sign here on Velcro. So there are 2 other videos, one to learn how to make the dice and one to learn how to make the box. The box was cut with the Cricut Maker 3. You can use the Cricut Maker. And I think you can maybe use craft board to make the box also. So you would be able to use the Explorer. I haven't tried it, to be honest, but I think you probably could. And I used a Velcro so we can reuse the box. And
I just want to say though, that box isn't going to be great for Halloween.
I understand that. You can hide when you're done with it. It stores the dice. That's why it's so big too. Yeah, I agree. This isn't the best box for Halloween. And we did make a Halloween one, but it could be used for many other things.
We didn't make a Halloween box. We just made
the sign. But you can make a box for every occasion. You could just put different paper on it to decorate it for different occasions. Yeah, so we have 4 of them to make today. Oh yeah, a wedding one would be great. And we've talked about this in the other videos. So there's 2 other videos. The link to those videos are in the description of this video. I also want to talk about some giveaways. So let me go here. Hold on just a second, guys. So this coming Friday, no, today's Thursday. It's not tomorrow. A week from tomorrow, we are having the Crafty Chat. Welcome, Mary Myers. And it says giveaways.
Hold on. They're saying your volume is very low.
Okay.
Didn't you change the microphones?
Yeah, because... Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, turn that one down. Yeah.
I changed it because when we did that sale thing, my maker was running, although it stopped right before I started the video. Okay. So we're having a Crafty Chat with Sassy Renita Crafts. That's Abby. Carol's Cricut Crafts, Miss Rita to the rescue. We're doing a live chat. We're going to talk Cricut and crafts and take questions and answers. And we're going to do it September 10th. But we're not just doing 1 giveaway. We're not just doing 2. We're not even doing 4 giveaways. We're doing more than 5 giveaways. So to be entered into those giveaways, you do have to be live. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Friday night. I don't know how long it's going to be. We have a lot of giveaways to give away and some crafty chat. So we'll see. Also, I will be giving away something on my channel a Maker 3 and some Maker materials, smart materials. What else? Oh, and the 13-inch trimmer.
So also the first time I've heard any of this.
Yeah.
I've seen that picture, but I'm like,
That's
I don't
what
know
I
what that
do
is.
when I work all day. And, you know, I'm sitting over here working.
I know you work.
I know.
You talk
So-
to yourself a lot too.
To win my Maker 3, you do not have to be live in one of my videos. I'm not going to tell you which video you have to watch to enter. You don't have to be live. You can watch the replay. But it will be within my next 4 videos to be able to enter. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot, and there's some good prizes. I will be on this channel for the Cricut Crafty Chat. The video is already on my channel. Rosetta Jenkins, you're awesome. Thank you. Oh, hold on. Let me show you how you can find the Cricut Crafty Chat. Let me go over here. This is my channel. It's youtube.com/MelodyLane. And this video is right here. Cricut Images is tomorrow. This is Design Space class. This is Viewer Mail. And this is the Cricut Crafty Chat. And you can come here and click on it and set your reminder. You'll be notified when it goes live, but I would double check a reminder. Maybe tell Miss Amazon to check your time when that is coming. There's one person waiting already.
What?
It says one waiting.
Someone probably went to look at it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not going to sit there and wait for a week. Okay, are we ready for today's project? To find today's project, you go to melodylaneinspired.com. And if you support my channel of $2 or more, you get over 1,000 projects. I think there's 1,020 projects.
Don't forget shout outs. Thank you, Debbie.
Yes, thank you. So it'll ask for a code when you click on support or projects. I've already used mine, so it remembered it. And the best way to find these projects is to search dice. So this is the Christmas sign. It's only the sign, but I put the picture of the whole thing. And this is just the box here. And this is just the dice. And then we got the Mickey sign, days till Disney, days till Halloween, days till retirement, and days till vacation. And I used real sand on this one. So I did, these are double-sided, so I did one side of each of these. So I'm going to show you those in just a minute. And to open my projects, all you have to do is click open. And then this will come up and click open again. And I already have it open so you didn't have to wait. But it'll come up here and just hit customize or edit a copy. And then all you have to do is click make it. It's pretty simple. All right, let's go over here and we'll start with shout outs. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Kathy, Andrea, Sharon, Sherry, Angela, Monique, Lori, Terry, Michelle, Janice, David, Leilani, Robin, Beard Adventures, Ellen, Pamela, Jennifer, Denise, Dee Dee, Paula, Barbara, Shirley, Michelle, Robin, Margaret, Wilma, Lisa, Mary Lou, Monique, Chris, Cindy, Heather, Cynthia, Leslie, Kelly, Rose, Diane, Fawn, Patricia, Tricerla, Lori, Susan, Terry, Monica, Sar, and Kim. And a huge thank you to my VIPs. All right. Let me move this over here so I can see you guys. Okay. So here's the retirement one, but you can use this for vacation if you want. For the chair, I used veneer. So this is real wood, and you can cut that on your Explorer. You do not need a maker to cut veneer. This whole image, except for the chair, is just an image in Design Space, and except for the little part down here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do the other side. I want to show each of them. And should I put sand on this one too? I put sand on this one. So I used real sand. And this is all vinyl. And the sun and the trees. Also, this is the vacation one, but you could put a cruise ship in here. You could even put a small cruise ship right in there because, you know, it could be just really far away. And you could change the sign to say Days Till Cruise. Did I do that? I think I was going to do that and put it in the layers panel. I don't remember if I did. I will be glad to do that if I haven't. It's really easy to make these. And then this is the Halloween one. And I made the Halloween sign ahead of time. I don't know why. But I also have one. I'm going to make one tonight live. This is the Days to Halloween.
Do you want to, with the Days Till Halloween, that's the one, was that the one that you kept it inside?
Yes.
Okay.
So this one is cut out. So the orange paper, we slice the words through it and cut out, so then we have the insides of the letters to glue in. And then this is Mickey. He is awesome. Look at his sunglasses. He's got real sunglasses on. Not really. It's just vinyl. I used glossy vinyl for the inside of his sunglasses. So in the file with this one, you'll see two sets of his lenses, one that kind of fit with the project, and I made some separate to cut out with vinyl. I didn't use the other ones that came in here. You can use those or not use them. Okay, so I have the retirement one right here. So I'm going to go ahead, and that really is the easiest one. I'm going to go ahead and start with that one. Oh, and I'm going to have to open each one of these. I have to look in Design Space to see how to put it together. So I can't turn this over and then just place things here because I would get confused on where things go.
Really?
Yes. Like I could probably figure this one out, but this one is really hard with all these waves.
Okay.
I like to look, and also I made a mistake. You guys know I'm not perfect. Because they're double-sided, you really have to pay attention on which side your pieces go. Kind of lay them out. You can't really lay out the vinyl too well. And so look what I did. So I was making, this is the water, the background of the water. And I was going to put this on here. I'm like, wait a minute. This doesn't fit. It's for the other side. And I already had it on the backing. So I'm like, oh. And I was going to reuse the backing for all of it. So I just got another piece of backing and just left this here for the other side. So you have to be careful and make sure your pieces fit first. And put your questions in all caps so we can see them. Isn't he the best? Like, you can use this Mickey for any project. Even if you're not doing a countdown to Disney, he is just so cute. You don't have to put it on chipboard. You can just make his face. And his face is really, I did it with paper, so it's really kind of fragile down here at the bottom. And I have a trick for gluing him on really well. So make sure you watch to see that. Now, even if you're not making these, you might learn something anyway. So here's the chair. See, yeah, I got to figure out where things, it goes this way in this one. Everything's the opposite. Here's the sign. We could go ahead and do the sign. Uh-oh. What did I do?
What'd you lose now?
The transfer tape. No, it's like a big piece. All right, will you get me a piece of transfer tape? It's in the drawer that says transfer tape. We'll move on to something else. Oh, and I didn't change it in the file I was going to. Instead of these teal colors, nope, that's the stronghold. The umbrella and the chair, I think would really be better in orange or red colors so you can see them better. The chair and the umbrella. This is my favorite color, but I think it would really stand out if you did red or orange. Of course, it's your choice. You could do whatever color you want.
How big of a piece do you need?
Like there.
You cut it.
Why can't you cut it?
Because it'd be simpler if I was holding it and then you cut it.
Oh, no. I'll
Okay.
just cut it here.
Drop my phone.
Oh, wait. I don't need it that big. A big roll of transfer tape. I got a drawer full of this. Okay. All right, let's get this out of the way. And so this is the sign that goes on the front. I want to make sure it's the outline of this. You guys can't even see, it's white. I've already... Oh, okay, sorry. Alex weeded it. Okay. And I'm just going to push it down. Now, some of you have problems with vinyl, but you need to always turn it over and do the back, burnish it down, and then you peel the backing off the transfer tape and you peel it back flat. And it's so easy. And save this transfer tape. I'm going to use the same piece throughout the whole thing, except for when I have that one on there already. And we're going to put it right here on the cardstock, and the cardstock just jumped right up and got on there. So I'm just going to kind of push this down where the letters are with my finger. You don't have to do a lot of burnishing on cardstock. Well, maybe not. Maybe you do. I didn't on the others. But this is a brand new piece of transfer tape. I guess I do need to do it. I usually don't use brand new transfer tape. I reuse my transfer tape many, many times. That's why I have so much. That roll is not the only roll I have. There we go. Oops. If it peels up, just push it back down.
Oh no, Tammy.
What?
Tammy got Maker 3 and had no electric all day.
Oh no! This T, go flat and pull that back from a different direction.
It works good if you pull it flat.
Yeah.
If you bring your fingers, I mean, that could be flatter, I guess.
There we go. Okay, now I'm going to stick this back on the shiny side of where I got it from.
It's like it fit perfectly. But...
No, it never does for me. Okay, so that's the sign. And we can put Velcro on the back so it fits on the box. Or if this is the only box you're going to make, you could just glue it to it. Okay, now for the other part, I'm going to start with the blue piece. It's kind of easy to know where this goes. And then this goes this way. No, it doesn't. Which one am I doing? This way. Okay.
You're doing the one on the left.
I know. Because there's two of them, I gotta make sure.
Well, you should have been able to tell by seeing the thing at the top.
I know, but I kept getting confused because this is on the right side. So you would think that the trees are more on the right side of the umbrella. That's why I was confused. This is why I say put them all down so you know what you're doing. Do we want to add sand to this piece? This goes here so it looks like a coconut has fallen. And then the leaves. Then the chair goes over here. The wood part of the chair goes on top of the chair. Do we have questions?
No.
Is there any chat you should repeat?
No.
So that will go there, and then we have the umbrella pieces. Is the chat moving?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Yes, you need sand if it's a beach.
Okay. So, first let's do the sand. We'll put sand on here. You couldn't open the Mickey? I don't know why you can't open the Mickey. Okay, I'm just going to use art glitter glue. Now, when I put the sand on, I am not using pink Himalayan salt. This has sand in it. I use sand from Mud Puddles. It's mudpuddles.net, and they have all different colors. The reason I have sand in here is because in one of my projects recently, I mixed some of the sand together, and I didn't want to put the mixed ones inside the container and mess up the colors. So I just put it in a salt shaker. So that's what we're using today. Oh, that's right, Jamie. If you're in Canada, you cannot open the Mickey one. I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm just putting glue on the front of this piece. And then I'm going to use my finger and smooth it out. I'll add a little more. And you can see, last time I did this, I got glue on the paper, as I just did this time too. And so the sand is sticking to the paper.
Nikki, we're not that close to the beach. She says, just get sand from the beach.
Oh, Nikki knows where we're at. She lives in Lady Lake, I think.
Oh, okay.
And we never go to the beach. Well, Alex does.
Hey, now.
I never go. I haven't been to the beach, I think, since I was in high school.
This year, I've been to the beach. I've been to Volano, St. Augustine, Del Rey.
I'm just not into the beach.
Clearwater.
I feel like if I'm laying on the beach, I'm wasting time.
I went to Sanibel Island, but I didn't really go to the beach.
Okay, we got sand. Okay, now to put the sand back away, I'm gonna open up my salt container.
So this is in Harbor Hills.
Oh, that's right. I knew it was somewhere. That's a nice area. They have really nice houses in Harbor Hills. I looked online at some houses before I moved here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on because this is all the right way, right? Mary Lou lives a half an hour from Lake Erie and she never goes.
It's cold up there. That's different. Like I went when I lived
It's
in
not in the
Illinois.
summer.
Yes, it is.
Oh, the water is cold even in the
Yes.
summer.
Yes. When I lived in Illinois, I went to the beach. The water was still, the warmness was like maybe 55 degrees.
And you probably want to shake the sand off really good
Like you did.
and let it dry.
Yeah.
Let me wipe this into the paper.
No, we grew up in Illinois. Dawn asked, did you grow up in Florida?
No.
Moved here. She moved here in 2017.
And when did you move here?
This year.
Alex is now an official resident of the Villages.
I don't live here though.
He lives in my rental house when it's not being rented.
But when it is, I live
Yeah.
here. But I have my,
This way he doesn't have to pay me rent.
I'm on the other side of the house though.
Yeah. He has his own living room and bedroom. That I have the closets both filled with craft supplies.
And the partially, it's not even a living room. It's a bedroom turned into a den. Like,
Oh, that's true.
and if there's
Well, this-
boxes outside the
We are actually sitting in the living room of my house right now.
Yeah.
And I use my bedroom as big. So that is a living room and a bedroom. I have a sectional and a big TV in my bedroom. I do only have a full-size bed. I don't even have a queen bed. I will never need a big bed. Rather have a big couch and TV. So now we're gluing the trees and stuff on.
Witness. So we can all call that sandpaper now.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, somebody asked me on Facebook if I use sandpaper. So you could cut this out of sandpaper. I said, no, I used real sand.
I couldn't do it. I
Oh,
like
he
that.
can't stand sandpaper.
Oh no.
Okay, let's put the trees on. And again, make sure you're getting the right side. Don't put glue on the wrong side. I say this because I do it. I don't want you to do it too. But this does not have to be used for a countdown calendar. You could use this for anything you want. You can make it smaller. You can make it bigger. It might be nice in a scrapbook or maybe in a frame or a shadow box or anything you want it to be. Okay, now the umbrella, we gotta make sure we're gluing. Oh, that's just glue under there. The glue dries clear once it's dry. Is that right? I think so.
I feel like you could have popped up the leaves.
Oh, how you say that? I was gonna pop up the umbrella. I forgot to on the other side. Oh, just getting glue all over my fingers.
Do you have foam tape around?
See if I put it away. Actually, before I do that, let's put these other pieces on the umbrella. So this long one, can you guys see that? It's got a point here. That goes over here on this side when we're doing it this way. When it's flipped the other way, that long point is on this side. That's why I say you really need to look at the image in Design Space. It's very, very helpful. It's like when you're doing a puzzle, you want to know what the picture looks like to try to put it together. I guess that's kind of what paper crafting is. Sometimes it's like a puzzle. And I don't know how this piece works. I have to look at it. And that goes. I have to keep flipping it around. Yep, it goes this way. So the little curve goes at the bottom. You guys probably already knew that. Mm-hmm. Well, I was thinking, but it didn't look right because I didn't have it facing the right way. Okay, now I'm going to put a little foam tape on the bottom of this. This is the foam tape. And I'm not going to do a whole fat piece. Maybe I'll do both of these. So I kind of cut it in half.
You like candy corn?
Do you really not know?
No, it's a big thing. A lot of people don't like it.
I love candy corn.
See, I'm one of the people that's like not a fan.
I absolutely love candy corn. I remember, it was before I even moved to Florida. One day, that's all I ate.
That's not healthy.
That was my 3 meals.
That's not, no.
I was crafting and I just ate candy corn. I never got hungry for anything else.
It's not good.
It is a food.
No.
It is not a candy. It is a food because it contains flour.
No. That's not what that means at all.
No, because I don't know about anywhere else, but I know in Illinois they tax you more on candy, but they don't on candy corn because it's considered a food. Are we done? Oh no, we forgot the chair.
I'm pretty sure they got rid of the sugar tax though.
I don't know. I just know Illinois tries to tax you for everything. So I'm going to put glue on the back, the same glue on the back of the veneer. The veneer you can cut in any of the Cricut machines. I don't know if you can do the Joy. I think I had a problem with the Joy and veneer at one point.
The chat's funny right now. Candy corn, yuck, never liked it. Candy corn is the worst. I don't like candy corn. Candy corn is my favorite. I love candy corn.
I love candy corn too. It is my favorite. I really like it the day after the holiday. I don't know if it's Halloween or Thanksgiving.
The day after Halloween. You know why?
It's 50% off or 70% off.
It's my friend's favorite holiday. He calls it
the day after?
Discount candy.
Oh, I think, pop up the chair. Yes, I did. I'm going to pop up the chair. I remember buying candy corn at Walgreens for 90% off. That's when I bought too many bags.
90% off.
And I found out that it does not last forever.
Nothing lasts forever.
I know. It got, oh man, I dropped that white piece. Oh, that's too big. There's a little white piece in the leaves here. Let me get that out. I can't get it out. Now it's under the tree. It magically went behind the tree. Okay.
Do you need to use the knife to cut veneer? No.
No, use the deep point blade. And you can really put the tree or the chair anywhere you want. So now we have a double one. Where's my box? So here's the, now if we had Velcro, I'm not gonna put Velcro on all of these, so it would look like that on the front. And of course, if you're just making a box just for this occasion, you can use any paper or pattern paper for this. Let's say it is 67 days to retirement. So I have it set for 67 in the front. And then this gets stuck back here. And then it looks like that. And then this. Isn't that cute? Now the reason it's double-sided is because if you have it on a desk or table, so somebody can see it from the back. And it's not just chipboard. So if you're gonna put it up against a wall, you don't have to do the back.
When do you use the knife blade?
For chipboard, pretty much chipboard. What else? Wood, basswood. Okay. Let's move these. Let's do this one. This one is one that you really have to look on the screen too. And I'm gonna need to do that. So let me switch my project so I can see it. Okay. Oh, this is the retirement one. I can throw that away. So now this one has different colors. Now, this is the sign. The sign has 2 layers. So that goes on top of this, and then we have the words.
Hey, real quick, can you go over to this video and change the resolution? You gotta find it. There you go.
Why? To what?
Oh, never mind.
He's looking at this video.
On my phone, it's like way more clear, but it just looked blurry on there.
Probably because it's bigger than your phone. Okay, now this one, we need to put on the sun first. Let me find it.
Says, can I use my Explorer 2 for everything here?
Yeah, for all the signs you can. For the box, I think you can use craft board and use your Explorer.
Craft board?
Yeah, for the box.
So you can't use chipboard?
No, not with the Explorer 2.
Okay.
So these pieces would not be chipboard. So the hole for this box, if you don't use chipboard for the sign, is going to be too fat. So you might just want to layer up some thicker material here. Just add some rectangles and make it thicker so it fits in there without wobbling too much back and forth.
Do you have to calibrate the blade before using it?
No, you do the knife blade, not the deep point blade.
And did you say welcome to Diana?
Welcome, Diana. I didn't. Okay, now we got to make sure. Now I almost glued these on wrong. Do not glue the sun together until you put it down here and make sure it fits.
That's correct, Osella. Chipboard cannot be used on Explorer 2.
Correct. So we're going to glue the sun together.
Don't burn your fingers.
On what?
The sun.
Oh. It's not the real sun. You're my real sun. That was cheesy.
Okay. Fair question. What's the difference between craft board and chipboard?
This is craft board. It's almost, I think it's a little thicker than poster board, but it's kind of thickish.
Thickish?
Thickish. It's thicker than cardstock. And, well, this is chipboard. So the brown piece, see, it's like thick.
Much thicker.
Much thicker. That's why I suggest people get the maker, because you can do so much more on it. So I'm just going to measure this up to fit this, and we're going to glue it, and we're going to glue the sun on first.
I'm not getting glued on anything.
That would be funny.
No.
Whoops, it's not on there. Okay. Now next, after the sun, and I did cut the sun out to fit this, but if you were doing paper with the ocean, which you are more than welcome to do paper. Also, I have some pattern vinyl that would be so pretty. It's like the blue marble. That would be pretty, and you wouldn't even need all these other pieces. You don't even need them now. It just, I think, gives it more detail. But you can use paper. You don't have to use vinyl for this. And in the layers panel, there is a sun that is not sliced. So it's a full sun that fits here. And then you can put the sun on first and then just put paper on top of it. Okay, so I'm going to pull this off. And I'm going to flip it over the other way and flip mine over so I can see this part much better than trying to lean over too much so you guys can still see. And what I'm looking at is the edge under the sun and the edge of the chipboard. And for some reason, I didn't put my sun on there correctly. My sun is a little off. The angle was a little off when I glued it on. Okay. Okay. Now, I really need to look at the darker color I have on top, the lighter color in the middle, and I have a greenish color on the bottom. You can see what I'm talking about. See the different colors. I'm going to start with the top. Now, if you have not done the other side, you're not sure which one fits. That's why it's really important to look at Design Space to see which one is going to fit on each side. So I'm going to take that same piece of transfer, stick it on there. Are we having any questions or anything?
Yes, I'm a little off.
I have sand all over my table.
You had to know that was coming.
Oh, I didn't burnish this on the side. And I got sticky foam everywhere. So then these just lay on. You can kind of see it's kind of like an offset. This was an image in Design Space though. I didn't make these waves. I didn't make any waves. And then we have the middle ones. How do these go? They're going to go like that. Turn it over, push it down some more, then peel the backing off the transfer, pull it back flat. This one got cut a little too deep.
Pin and glue.
Oh yeah, I should probably have the pin in my glue because I'm not using it right now. Now, this one cut a little too deep. Alex cut this one on his machine.
I cut most of the things.
Yeah, he cut pretty much everything except for the chipboard. I did the chipboard. Oh, I also have to tell you, this chipboard takes 2 hours to cut, just the chipboard. The retirement one is much faster. It's only about a half hour. So I'm just weeding off the white backing that was stuck on there.
Glitter vinyl would look great for the striped waves.
Oh, you are right. Glitter vinyl would look great.
Said by Shannon.
Is this right? Yeah. But I'm using this blue vinyl because I have had it forever.
Ozella, you can use
and I've never
craft
used
board
it.
instead of the chipboard.
Yeah.
For the box.
Man, I'm not very good at this.
You want me to do it?
No.
I'm
there.
not any better.
I got
That's
it.
why I'm laughing.
Oops. Stick that down. And then peel this back flat is how you peel transfer tape off of vinyl. You don't have any problems. Now we're doing this piece. And that's wrong. It will go like this. And I'm using the same piece of transfer tape for all of this. This is so much better than some people use stuff from the Dollar Tree. That stuff has ruined big projects for me in the past. And I've never had trouble with Cricut transfer tape. It's the best.
Did you see Joanne's shirt? She posted in the group. I haven't looked at the group in a while, so I don't know.
Oh, I don't think I have yet. Oh, and the back of this is sand. That's why there's sand all over my desk too. Whoops. Started to peel that one off. There we go. Pull it back flat. Okay. Next is the tree. And we could just glue this to the tree first if we wanted to, so let's do that. Yeah, contact paper, can you leave a sticky residue? People, I've seen people ask in the group, how do you get the sticky residue off? I'm like, how did you get the sticky residue on? Never had that. If you stock up on supplies when they're 40% off, and if you have premium access, you get 20% off. And then you can use my code for another 10% off and free shipping. That's why I have so much transfer tape. So now we're going to glue this on. And fusible ink is fun, isn't it, Joanne? Line up the trees at the top first. It doesn't really matter at the bottom. Okay, now I'm not going to put sand on the other side of these. We'll just pretend this is sand. And when you're doing these two sand pieces, this one has to be put down first, or you're going to have this funky little piece at the end. So that one goes down first. Mickey has gotten underneath my maker. He is hiding. Just his mouth is hanging out. So we're just going to look at this one over here on the right. Line that up like that. Now what I did for this one is I put a teeny bit of foam tape in the center and glued the edges. Oh, here they are. So just a little piece, not thick foam. And I want to see which way this goes. That will work. So I'm just going to put this in the center, and then I'm going to glue the sides, just so it kind of looks like it's a mound.
The dunes.
Yeah. And we're going to put it all the way to the edge to cover that up. Now, there's so many cruise ships. If you're going on a cruise or something, put a little cruise ship in here, or a sailboat, or whatever fits you. Rebecca says, who's Mickey? Here's Mickey. So this is this one. There it is with sand. You could ink up the edges of the trees or draw and put a little more detail on the trees if you want. This can be anything you want it to be. And we didn't do the sign yet. I don't know where the words are for this one.
How do you lose things?
I don't know. Did you cut it?
The words?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
They would have been in white. I think you did. They might be in that pile. I don't know. No, you did the Disney ones. Oh, I found the transfer tape I couldn't find. Oh no, that's not it. That's the one we cut, because I forgot I had this one on here. I don't know if he cut them or not. It says days till vacation. Now this does not have to be vinyl either. I have so much vinyl I want to use it. And if you come and rent out my crafty getaway house, you can use lots of vinyl too. I have to make sure this is the right way.
I've done two. I did two in vinyl.
Okay, well, we'll probably find it.
Let's do it till Disney. So.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, I don't think I did that one then.
So we forgot to cut out the words for this one, but it says days till vacation. And it would go under there in the box.
At the same time, though.
We might find it.
Wait, because you did the last one. You did the days till retire. No, I gave it to you, but then I gave you iron-on, not vinyl.
Yeah. I lost the pin. Okay.
Finger glue?
Yeah. I'll find it. It's all right. I'm going to use it. Okay.
Just do it with marker.
The words?
Yeah.
I can't because it's on vinyl.
Just don't smear it. Do it with the Sharpie.
No. Okay, that doesn't fit that way. Or that way. There, it fits that way. So we're going to do the Halloween one next. That's what it looks like. Do you like it? I like it. This was one in Design Space. It had 2 levels of green. So I changed one instead of doing a whole piece. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Instead of using the whole piece of green for the darker green and it cut out, it was like a whole piece. I'm like, no, we can just draw that on and fill it in. And Alex didn't use the green mark pen that was suggested by Design Space. So I colored it in a little bit with the marker, but you'll see the one.
You said the dark green.
Did you use the dark green? It looks kind of black.
It was a green.
Oh, okay. And then I changed this yellow piece. In Design Space, the image came with dark brown. I'm like, oh no, we need lit up. Thanks for the bless yous. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So we slice this one out. And I have the middle pieces in this baggie that we're going to glue in where they go. And this is just another way to do the sign. You can slice it out on all of them if you wanted to. The base on the back of all these signs I'm making is chipboard. This is blurry because of this thing in the way. Let me fix this.
Like cardstock base or chipboard?
That's what I'm answering.
Oh.
The sign here I'm doing is just craft board. No, it's it's cardstock. Let me get all these pieces out. We cut this out yesterday and I didn't want to lose these tiny pieces. Alex cut these out yesterday.
I cut out the Halloween one yesterday. And the Mickey.
One.
Yeah.
I can't get them out of the bag, so I'm just cutting the bag open. So this is garbage. Okay. So I don't glue anything in until I know I have where all the pieces go, especially between the A's and E's. The E's are these skinnier ones, and they go like this. They have a little point, and the little point is at the bottom right. And the A's, the point is at the top right. And I'm just going to, the pin is to the right of Mickey's glasses. Ooh, I see it. Thank you. So I'm just putting glue in the little spot and then putting the paper there.
Rebecca, just curious, if the Airbnb is rented, do we stay with you or do we have privacy? You don't stay here. The Airbnb is a separate house.
Yeah, the Airbnb is a complete house with a dream box, like the box behind me, full of crafting supplies. Now there is a Maker 3 there. There is an Explore 3 there. There is a Maker there. There is a Joy there. There's a big Empress there. There is a 9x9 Easy Press. There is a mug press. I say the mug press is there on request because it's my mug press, but it's been there. Yeah. Everyone requests it. So I might buy another mug press when they go on sale, or I just can't do mug press videos when it's rented. So you get the house completely to yourself. And you get a pass to use in the villages. You can use one of 90. Ooh, I didn't glue down this piece. One of 90, or you can use all of them. The pools in the villages. You can go visit the rec centers. Oh, and the next people are coming Monday. I think they're going to be here when we have our Cricut Club meeting. They could possibly go to the Cricut Club meeting in the villages. I have to remember to tell them. And you get a golf cart comes with the house too. Okay, we got the sign, that part done. Now, don't laugh at me, but it took me like 20 minutes to figure out how to put this brown piece on to this.
Oh my gosh.
Because I had it upside down and I'm like, why doesn't this fit? I could not, and I was flipping it over like this and back and forth. I'm like, this cut doesn't work. How does it work in Design Space and it doesn't work here? Kept flipping it around. I went to Design Space and was looking at it. Is it a different size? No, it's all good. And I had it upside down.
Rebecca,
It still doesn't fit that way.
If your husband likes golfing, he will love it here.
Yeah, there's also golfing.
There's 693 holes of golf.
We have more golf holes than anywhere else in the world. We're the largest retirement community in the world.
And I live here.
That's what I was gonna say. Alex has his villager ID. And he is a member of a club in the villages. There are 3,200 clubs in the villages. Lots of art and crafting and glass fusion and all kinds of clubs. What club are you in, Alex?
The Tesla Club.
I only belong to 2 clubs, the Cricut Club and the Tesla Club. I would like to do some painting and clay. They have kilns here, so you can do clay and you get to keep them there to dry, and it's an amazing place. And there's going to be a new rec center only 2 minutes away from us, by golf cart 2 minutes away. But it's less than 1 minute by car.
Yeah.
Okay, we got our brown piece down. Oh no! Oh no!
Did you put it on wrong?
No! I gotta put the green piece down first!
You could have just cut off the top of that.
No!
Oh, I see. And the bottom.
Man, I'm glad I found that though. Okay. This doesn't fit either. Gotta do it this way. Of course, the way that it is written on top there. Okay, let's do this again. I want to take this little top off so I can glue it faster. Okay, so we're gonna glue it that way. Yeah, and if there's not a club you want to join, you can create your own. There's a club called My Name is Eileen. It's filled with people named Eileen. Oh, I think I'm in a club. I'm in a few clubs I never went to.
Really?
I think it's called Vagabonds. It's for my little village of Calumet Grove. And there's also one south of 60. That means you're not 60 years old yet. I did go to one thing with the south of 60 girls. We played Bunko.
Should I make one south 40?
No, there is a Facebook group for people, for the kids of the villages, and they're for people born in the 70s. I don't think there's one yet for the people born in the 90s. Maybe you could start that one. You could start it on Facebook and see if anybody joins. The grandkids of the villages. Oh, there's Disney clubs. There's Parrot Head clubs. What's the Parrot Head one for?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
No.
It's for that guy, Margaritaville guy.
Oh, yeah? Jimmy Buffett?
Yeah, it's like a Jimmy Buffett one. They have lots of parties and stuff.
I believe it.
There's all kinds of singles clubs. Okay, so now this piece goes like this, and this goes on the brown piece, and then this piece goes here. Although I really wanted the brighter orange to be on top, to be this one, and I think Alex misunderstood what I meant, and I think it was my fault for not explaining it well.
What'd you want?
I wanted this color on the top.
That's not what you said.
I know. I said I wanted the lines to be darker, so that means these lines go on top and then the lines are darker in here. And I understand that you didn't understand that, and it was my fault. I get it. It was my fault. It don't matter. It still looks fine.
I thought the villages only allowed adults.
Alex is an adult.
I think
it is a 55 plus community, but they cannot control who lives here.
you have to be over the age of 19.
Yes, you do have to be over 19 to live here. And to buy a brand new house, you do have to be 55. But they have, I think they were almost sued for age discrimination. So they do have to have 10 or 15% below the age of
55.
55, yeah. But, I mean, we just went Monday, did we go? To get his village ID. They didn't ask any questions. They knew he was my son, and I own the house he lives in. That's it. Now, when I bought my house, I was a little worried about it because everyone's saying that. And I said when I was making the offer on my house, I said, now, I do get to live here, right? You're not going to make me buy a house and then I can't live there. And so I wanted her to double check that everything was good. And she said, yes, they asked me questions. If I have kids under 19, I said, no. And do you have any relatives that live in the villages? And my parents also live in the villages. So I was good. Alex's grandparents live in the villages along with his mother. Not in the same house.
No.
So do you have any questions about what I'm doing? I really haven't been explaining much of what I'm doing anymore. I just noticed that. I'm just doing it.
I think that's good sometimes because then you're more focused on what you're doing, and then because sometimes you'll explain it and you're like, oh, I did that wrong.
Pumpkin. I really like this pumpkin. And then you have the days to Halloween. If you have kids or something, this would be great. And to make dice with even just orange dice or Halloween paper or the box with Halloween paper. Okay, now we have Mickey. Now, he is maybe a teeny bit more difficult. Not really too bad. I want to look at Mickey while I do it. I didn't look at the pumpkin project when I did that one. I can't find my mouse. I got it. Because I almost messed up on the Mickey's mouth, and his mouth and tongue were going to face the other way when he's kind of looking this way. Oh, did I do it wrong? No, I did it right.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Yeah, I did it right. For a second, it looked wrong. Okay. Let me remember how this goes. Okay, here's his sunglasses. Let me weed these out. Oh yeah, I remember now. I had to remember how to put this together. We put the white of his sunglasses on first and behind his face. So this is his face. I'm going to cut these apart. Okay, see how thin his face is? I have a really good tip for getting this down. This is part of the sign. This is part of the sign. This is the bottom, it goes down here. But I have found when I did him on the other side, I'm gonna cut this off.
No, you don't need to be 55 for renting the Airbnb.
No. You do not have to be 50. We're not 55. Only if you're going to buy a brand new house. You can buy a pre-owned house and live here. I'm looking for the white. Here's his glasses. Okay. I got to figure out which Mickey we're doing. So we did that one. We're going to do that one on the right. So his glasses are going to face this way. So make sure this is on right, this fits. But we got to put his glasses, his white glasses, behind this here. So we're going to turn it over, and this is the very back. This white is the back piece. I could have made the whole thing be white, but I thought that is such a waste of paper. Make sure, I think it goes this way. Doesn't really matter too much as long as it covers these holes on the front. Oh, the Villages is growing. Yes, it's double in size from when I bought it, I think. From when I bought my first house. Pretty soon it's going to be right down to Disney. Oh, okay, so that wasn't really smart. It's smarter to put the glue on here. What I did before is I put the glue around here, and then I just went around the outside of the glasses because this has glue over it now. Now it's going to get into the holes here. So what I did on the first side, I did it better. Put a little glue around the holes and then put glue around only the outside of the sunglasses. Do what I say, not what I do. Whoops, that's way too high. There we go. Now there's glue here. I'll just wipe that up. It'll be fine. And you know what? I'm not going to glue this to this first because I am going to go around the edges of this with a marker. But I'm just going to do it after I get Mickey on. So now we have to put Mickey on. And you want to make sure the ears match up and make sure it's going the right way. So I'm just going to see which way his ears match up. Okay, it doesn't match up at all this way. His face and nothing matches up. So I had it right the first time. Oh, there probably is a red-headed club. Somebody's asking me what color cardstock. It's Cricut cardstock. It's just like a peach color. I don't know. I don't know if it came in a certain set of the tones or it's just a color I've had for a long time of Cricut cardstock. It's just a peach color. You can use any type of peach color or cream color, and when you get the rest of the face on, it just looks correct no matter what color it is. So what we're going to do is we're only going to glue the ears on and the top right here. So we're only putting glue on the ears, and we're going to line up the ears. Yeah, I could use my embossing buddy for the sunglasses to take away the sticky. But I think it's good. I don't think it's sticky anymore. Okay, so I got the ears on, and then everything else should match up pretty well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift these up, and I am going to put that pin tip back in my glue. I really need to clean out my glue. And I'm going to flip this up.
Linda says, when I worked at Cracker Barrel in Ocala, a lot of my customers were from the Villages. I want Cracker Barrel now.
We have a Cracker Barrel right here.
In
It's
the
not.
Villages.
It's not really in the Villages.
Well,
it's really close.
Across the street.
Yeah, it's across the street. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on these thin little edges. I'm going to start at the top and get it on the outer edge. Okay, so now what I suggest is take a black marker or a Sharpie or anything and go around the edges. Because of that peach color, it just kind of makes it look finished and you can't see any of that peach color through. I was going to suggest, but I didn't do it, is to go around the edge of the peach color even before you glue this on. So in case if you missed it not perfectly, it would still look good. And this just works wonders. It could have came from the brown tones, possibly. I think it might have been in the brown tones. Look in the brown tones on Cricut. I think those are in stock, possibly. Okay. This is why I did this first without putting it on the other piece. But we can go ahead and get, here's his mouth. Here's his nose. Let me lay his nose down. And I like to look at him in Design Space so I know where to put his nose and mouth. I know about where they go, but I like to put them almost exactly where they go. And then make sure you don't have his mouth facing the wrong way. Because I was going to do it the wrong way. And so his head is facing this way, but his tongue is like going that way. So make sure you get that right. And you put it down here closer to the bottom. It's the way it should be in Design Space. And I'm so sorry, I forgot this was licensed only in the United States. And if you have access, this will still cost $1.99 because it is licensed. And that $1.99 is not for me. I don't get any commission on that. I get nothing when you buy images from Design Space. I get no commission. I'll move it up a little. And then his tongue. We still have his glasses to do. His tongue fits right inside his mouth.
That's good.
I think I put his lenses on before I put the red part of his glasses in. Those don't fit that way. Always before you put glue on, make sure you fit them in. So I'm going to do his glasses, and I am going to line up these holes on his glasses with the holes here. And we're using the same transfer tape that has sand all over it. I think I might throw this piece away after tonight, just because it's got sand all over it. So I'm just going to line this up. Now you don't have to do this with vinyl. And I get one lined up, but the other isn't. I think I got it. I think I got it. You could, I was thinking also party foil. If you got the charcoal party foil color, it's like the black party foil. It came in a mystery box. You could use the party foil for his sunglasses. Oops. Just ripped up some of his nose. Let me put that back. Okay. I could just glue that back down, or I could just cut it off. There. Okay, so now we have his glasses. Let's see how these fit after we got his lenses in there. Now, I thought of something else when I did the other one too as a tip to make these look good. Is to go, I feel like I'm not getting it in there correct. Almost like they're, no, it doesn't fit that way. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to make these more perfect so there's no line, it should fit perfectly, but I might not have put the black down perfectly.
Did you see the party foil comment?
No, I can't see any comments.
Party foil would look really cool on his glasses.
Yeah, that's what I suggested.
Oh, that's what they said.
I know, but I suggested that a few minutes ago.
That's why I asked you, because I heard you talking about that.
Oh. I am going to color in here with a black marker in between the vinyl and him. And you can use vinyl on cardstock.
Marilyn has never made anything with vinyl.
You need to try it.
It's really simple. The nice thing that I like about vinyl when you're cutting it, there's no cleanup on the mat.
Now you could just color this in with red too. I didn't think of that until after I'm already doing black, but and I also just made his glasses red. He is in Design Space, but he is a clear image. He only the black on him shows. Like his tongue was clear, his face was clear. He didn't even have white in there. It was just a clear image to cut him out with vinyl only. And then I added the layers. So I wanted his glasses to be red. You don't have to have his glasses red. You could just color that in like that and leave it like that if you wanted to. But I'm going to go ahead and fit his glasses in there. And now you can't tell if they're off just a little bit because it's all black. Oh, he needs some bling on the corner of his eyes, on the corner of his glasses. Does he? That would be fun.
Like an embellishment?
Yeah, like a little rhinestone. Yeah, the party foil you'd have to glue down. It has no adhesive on it. Kobe, my dog, is snoring.
Look at him.
His butt's almost in his bed and the rest of him is just down. So here's Mickey just as himself, but we are going to put him on here. And we also have this piece. I made him a little body. The head is the only thing that was in Design Space. I made him a body. And this white piece goes on the top here. Oh yeah, clear heat embossing on his glasses. You could do that, or black embossing even, or white embossing where his white pieces are. You could do that too. And then I'm going to glue this piece down. I'm just going to press it down here. Make sure this all fits. Yeah. So this little piece is his body. And make sure you put it down where it fits first. And I'm just going to push it down to the white piece.
What are some things you can use party foil for?
You can make spiral things. There's actually a image set in Design Space just for party foil. You can make fun things. You can also, I've made banners. I've used party foil on cards. They're really, the party foil, when you buy a roll of party foil, you get 2 sheets of 4 foot by 12 foot. One sheet has amazing sparkles to it, and one sheet is more solid, but you can also kind of see through it a little.
4 foot by 12 foot?
4 foot by 12 inches.
I was like, I don't think that's correct. I don't know where you would put that.
Okay, now we're gonna put him in. Go up here and get his ears correct. Now you could also, if you wanted to, go around the whole edge of this with a black marker. Let's put the pin in. Oh, we didn't do the sign. We'll do the sign real fast too. I will need that for the sign. If you wanted to, I didn't even let the glue dry. You could color the chipboard all black around the whole thing.
What material did you use to do the cutouts? Craftboard.
What do you mean? Like all this was cardstock. This was vinyl. Okay, his sign. Let's do that real fast. It says Days Till Disney. You got to figure out which way it goes. How do we know? Okay, here's the words. Nope, doesn't fit that way. Okay, I got it this way. See the 2 D's, Days, Disney. Okay. There we go. No. Here we go. Yep, that matches it like that. I want to try to figure that out before we start this.
Do you have videos using party foil?
Yeah, I have videos using party foil. I made a USA banner. I've made it on cards. I don't know which videos they are. You just have to go watch all 2,000 of my videos. I'm kidding.
That's a joke.
Yes, it is a joke. I remember when I had 450 videos. It was before I even moved to Florida. And a little girl in the UK, she was 12 at the time. That means she is in her 20s. I don't know if she watches my videos anymore. But she loved my videos and she loved to craft. And she was watching every single video. She would tell me which number she's on, and she just loved them. I don't know if she crafts anymore. She could be in college, or she could be married with kids. I know I sent her a bundle of craft supplies at one point. Okay, now we got to do this. These cut through a little bit. What?
Professor, 2,000 videos starting tonight. LOL.
No. I do have a playlist of all my projects videos and then a playlist of design space videos.
Shannon says your videos have helped me get through 3 months stuck in bed. I still haven't watched them, all of them.
I'm so glad I could help you. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get this one on. I will. Probably should have used a new piece of transfer tape.
Is that the sandy one?
Yes. And it's cut too deep, so that makes it hard. Next time you cut vinyl, put it on less pressure.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
because this is too much pressure.
I didn't know.
I don't know if it's gonna work. What are they saying in the chat?
Feel the struggle.
I normally would just recut this and it would take just a few minutes to do this. This doesn't take this long normally. But it's cut too deep.
Mominator one says, hello, this is a really great idea. I never thought to have a countdown calendar for any occasion. I want it. Thank you for sharing.
It makes things more exciting. We're almost there, except for this E. It's like now you have to weed these also again. Let's see, weeding tool. Because there's still paper stuck on it, they're not sticky. Although, I could possibly just use glue on the ones that are not sticky.
Tammy says if I buy the Mickey, I could put it on a mug.
Yeah, you can do anything you want with it.
Except sell, right? You can't.
Oh yeah, you can't sell it because it's licensed. But you can make it for any project you want.
Professor says, I'm leaning into the screen watching the intense.
Yeah, I would say recut this if it's this bad. If it does not cut, if you cut it too deep and cut it on lower pressure, we could have recut this in the same time it's been taking me to do this.
Well, you didn't ask.
I know. I didn't know it'd be this hard. I've done it before and it was just easy.
Although I did ask you yesterday when I cut this.
Yeah, I
I
thought
was
it
like,
would be
hey,
okay.
I cut through part of this. Do you want me to redo it? You're like, no, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. It's not okay. Next time recut it on low pressure.
I don't even know where to change that.
It says default right underneath where you choose your material. It says pressure. It says default. And you can click on default and you can do less or more. Because I don't think this is going to stick. I think some of it's going to stick.
What about the E?
Yeah, it's not sticky because it has paper on it and I can't get it off. I can't get it off this end either. And it's hard to even see which letters have it because it's white vinyl.
I'm saying the centerpiece.
Yeah, I can't get it out.
Okay.
It's like stuck to the whole thing. There. Alex is gonna try.
Oh, do you have just a straight one? This one's goofy. Or like the little angle, not the one with the extra angle. Oh, that could work.
I have one of those with a straight edge. Here. Now I get to read the chat. Yeah, they do have set of skin tone cardstock. They're like the brown tones, I think. Did you get that one? Are you going to work on each letter? Do we have any questions or anything? For those that you have joined...
You'll have to glue this, you said? Because it's not...
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to recut it. I'm not going to do it tonight.
Oh.
Don't forget, Friday, September 10th, 8 p.m., we're going to have a fun crafty chat, and we're giving more than 5 prizes away. One of them is a really good one. And I'm also giving away... Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Kathy, Andrea, Sharon, Sherry, Angela. How do I turn this off? There we go. Also giving away a Cricut Maker 3 this month. It will be within the next 4 videos. You'll have to watch and find out how to win, how to enter. Oh, my tip was not cutting for cutting thin line cardstock. It was for gluing it down. So on the Mickey face, I glued down his ears first and then glued down the very thin pieces after I knew exactly where the ears went. Then I lifted up the bottom of the Mickey face and then put glue on it after the top was already glued in place.
Well, if I knew you were gonna recut this, I wouldn't have done that.
Well, can you get it? If you can get it, I won't.
Yeah, it's the E is sticky now.
Okay, are all the other letters sticky?
Is it an issue with all of them?
I don't think so, but I don't know which ones. Because it's white on white. To get permission to use Disney for commercial purposes, you have to get a license through Disney. And I think, I don't know how much it is, but I'm sure it's over $100,000. So unless you're going to sell an awful lot. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
He's getting it, guys. So when you cut it too deep, it kind of leaves a paper film on it. And that's what he's trying to get off. And you just put a new blade in too.
Yeah. Almost done.
The Y. Is it just a little bit part of the Y?
I don't know.
You could put a little glue on it.
I can get it though.